So we always are gonna start with dusting the stuff up high. So we'll do like this light fixture.
With the Swiffer, if it's really dusty and dirty, we can kind of climb up there and get it with a rag and some all-purpose, but I just did this one the other day, so it just needs a dusting. Make sure to get around the light fixture, and then even like up in here a little bit. Be careful you don't knock the light bulb out though.
Perfect. And then I also like to dust the mirror just really quick while we have this out, so that when you're cleaning the mirror, you don't just spread a bunch of dust around. Okay. Then we're going to take everything off of the counter, and we can just put it on the floor, but I'm going to lay a rag down so we're not putting it on just the raw floor. And you'll want to kind of take note of where the things are so you can put them back in the right place when you're done. So we'll go in and clean the mirror first, and we just have the glass cleaner and the blue glass rag. Since I'm doing the mirror first, I'm just gonna spray directly at the mirror, but if we had cleaned something else first, I'd probably spray on the rag so I don't get glass cleaner everywhere. You don't need a ton, but probably concentrate down here because that's where all the splashes are. And then you can just use the excess to get up near the top. Okay, once you think you're done with the mirror, you're gonna kind of want to like bend down and get a different angle on it, because oftentimes there's little like water spots down here that are hard to see from like a certain angle. So it's important to just get down here really good. That looks good to me. Now for the sink and counter part, we're just gonna spray it down with some all-purpose. Try not to spray the mirror that you just cleaned, but we can always wipe it off again at the end. And then I like to take a little chunk of magic eraser and a little tiny bit of dish soap and get that wet.
And then we're just gonna scrub all over the sink. If the sink has like an edge here where the counter meets the sink, that's a really good spot to make sure you're scrubbing. A lot of bacteria likes to grow in there. And then also the little like overflow drain hole, you'll kind of want to get in there. Just all around the sides. You can also just take your gloved hand and like feel along. Sometimes there's like toothpaste spots that you can't really see, but you can feel them if they're there. I think that's just a chip. Okay, and then also make sure to really get around the ring of the drain. We do have like a little toothbrush or a detail brush if you need something else to get in there, but usually just like the corner of a magic eraser is fine.
And then I'm just gonna use the same chunk of magic eraser to do the counter and the fixture. With the sink fixtures, make sure you get like in the little divots here. And if it's the sink that has the tap that turns on like this, you'll want to turn it on and scrub in that little crack before you turn it off, because that's where a lot of the dirt likes to be. It's also good to get where the actual water comes out with the magic eraser. A lot of times there's gunk in there.
And then just a quick scrub for the rest of the counter. You'll be able to tell if the counter is like really dirty and needs more of a scrub, but this one's pretty good, so just kind of a quick wipe down.
Okay, once everything is all scrubbed, we're just gonna kind of rinse out the sink. We have a little cup that holds our sponges and stuff that you can use to like fill up and splash the water around, but usually with the sink, it's fine, just use your hands. Okay, and then last, we'll just take a regular blue rag and dry everything off. And I am gonna go back and probably hit the mirror one more time because we splashed a little bit of water on there, but just dry everything off. kind of hard to get in the crack between the faucet and like the backsplash, but it's really important to get back there the best you can. Okay, I'm just gonna flip my rag kind of inside out to use the cleaner side of it to do the sink. And when you're drying out a sink, if you're having trouble with like lint kind of shedding off of the rag, you can use either a little piece of paper towel or even like the glass rag to go back over it and kind of pick up some of that lint, because these ones aren't going to leave anything behind. Okay, that looks nice and shiny. We'll just go over the mirror one more time, right down here by the faucet, to make sure we're not leaving any splashes. And then while you have your glass rag out, you can also polish the fixture here. There we go. And then we just have to put all the stuff back on the counter where it goes. So before we put everything back, we're gonna wipe it down. And if there's like one of these mirrors like this, we'll clean it with the glass spray as well. And to wipe these things down, you can just use a little bit of all-purpose, or you can just use water. It's mostly just to get the dust off. And then, like I said, try and put everything back where it was. If you can't quite remember, just try and make it look nice. So we'll do a little bit of staging as well. For bathrooms, I like to just put like, obviously the soap right by the sink. And then if there's a lotion, like put it there too. Things of the same size you'll kind of want to put together, or like if they're kind of the same shape but different sizes, you'll do like tall to short. Just makes it look nicer. And then to finish off the vanity, we're gonna wipe down the front of the cabinets and any like towel racks or like light switch covers. Like right here usually gets pretty dusty, so we'll make sure to wipe that too. And we'll just use all-purpose or a little bit of water. Just give those a quick dusting. Okay, good.